You guys are driving along the streets of fake Red Hall towards the direction that Sam has given you. Shane is behind the wheel. I believe Karen is in the front seat, and Jesse and Sam are in the back seat. That is all correct. All right, you guys can talk if you want to go on the way. As you last remember, roughly, this could be a bit wrong. It's been a few weeks since we've recorded this session. However, you guys were making your way to the place that Samantha said. You found the body of one of the spider people. No sign of Andrew Kingston, though.
So this might be a open-ended question, but how do we expect to get back without our guide? Anyone?
Why do you think we just went back there?
I'm not placing blame. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm just asking the question because that scene did not look very good.
Hey, sorry, what's the next turn?
You're gonna take a right up here?
Cool.
I don't know. Wait. Oh, out of game. Do we know we're going to get David right now?
No.
Nope.
No.
Only Sam knows.
Sam just knows where the fuck we're getting out of.
She just told you she knew where to go and started giving directions.
And you knew it was somewhere near the hospital. Jesse would know that.
Yeah.
So does Karen, but she would have no idea about David. But Jesse might.
No.
And Shane doesn't even know the address.
Just driving.
Yeah. You're just driving
Shane,
like an
how
expert.
many hours has Shane been in Red Hole? Less than 48, right?
Yeah.
I think we decided it was like day 3 or something.
I got there on the 25th. It is now the 27th? No, it's still the 26th. I've been there for less than 24 hours.
Yeah. That's how things work here.
Yeah. Well, once we get to wherever we're going, we'll just regroup and figure something out. I don't plan on staying here.
No, that does not seem wise.
Yeah, you're a professor, you'd know.
How far exactly is it to where we're going? It's not far. It's just up ahead.
Just straight? Just keep going straight?
Yep.
Okay, alright.
People are still walking around, completely oblivious to you guys, just living their weird web husk world that they exist in.
No.
Karen is going to check the revolver, make sure it's still got 3 shots in it, which it should do.
It does,
and
yes.
And hand it to Jesse.
Turns out that's what that 3 here means on my notepad.
You should probably have this. I didn't have much luck back there.
Yeah, I guess so. I'll just holster that. Did I get my gun out of my trunk? I don't remember.
No, Andrew has it.
Andrew did, right.
Yeah, because there was a shotgun and an automatic in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse's the psychopath.
He has them both.
America.
That's what makes you guys think he's still alive, because the guns weren't in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the revolver, and I guess I'll just give Karen the knife.
Okay.
And Shane's like, I'll just take the car.
What?
And Shane's like, I'll just take the car.
Yeah.
I fucked up some bug earlier.
Yeah, you did. I'm so mad that you did so well at driving and I did so poorly at shooting that gun. Both Karen and Sam are just going to now kind of sit quietly for different reasons unless anybody interacts with them.
Yeah, I think Jesse's just kind of somewhere between panic and brooding.
Oh,
Cool.
sorry, school zone. Gotta slow down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, as Shane does that, I'll just lean forward and be like, "They're fucking spider husks."
Karen will turn around and say, probably shouldn't draw attention to ourselves, though. Just saying. Should we time skip till we get to
Yes,
David's?
yes. I was just letting James play out his pouting for a few moments longer.
Oh, that could go on forever, though.
Out since I was born.
You guys eventually pull across the street from an apartment building that is just like all the other apartment buildings on the south side of Red Hall. Old, for they were built years and years and years and years and years ago, and they generally look as if they are not treated well on the outside to preserve that history that people love of old buildings.
The moment the car stops, Sam will get out and run to the buzzer. Zero cares and worries about there being other bug people around.
Oh my god. Jess is gonna scramble to get out like after her.
She just like, as soon as she gets there, starts ringing the buzzer.
After a few moments, there is, and then you hear David say, "What? Yes? Hello?"
David, it's me, Sam. Please, let me in.
Okay. And then the little beep to let the door in.
I just fucking love the way this is played out. Mostly because she showed up at the hospital looking like a drowned rat 2 days ago.
Yes, yeah. He's worried about her. Enough that it's like,
great.
you know, enough to care and let you in. So she
Yeah.
goes in. Do you guys follow her?
I'm gonna follow her.
Karen is gonna sit in the car a little longer than necessary, and check in with Shane. So pretty hairy back there. Hey.
Yep.
You know, I meant what I said earlier when I apologized about bringing you here. This might have been the lesser of the evils, though.
We can talk about that if we get out of here. And then Shane's just gonna get up and say, "Lock the car on your way out," and then head to the door.
Oh, you hurt Karen's one feeling. Yeah, she'll just sit there for a second and then also get out of the car, lock the doors.
So
All up behind.
are people letting? So did Sam leave the door open for Jessie to catch up, or did she just go?
Oh, I said well, I don't know. Did she get out there before I managed to
She
scramble
went
after her?
immediately. So I'm just kind of like
Okay.
gauging her
Okay.
general feeling for this.
I feel like I wouldn't have held the door open,
Yeah.
but I also wouldn't have stopped him. And I assume by the time I had my brief conversation with David, he would have at least made it to the door and been able to catch it. So the other two coming in is probably dependent on Jessie.
So yeah, Jesse, you are able to get to the door. You do realize now that you're at Reinhardt's place.
Yeah, how long did that conversation take between those two if I was chasing Sam?
You were enough to catch up to hear the buzzer to let her in.
I'm just wondering, because I'm chasing her, so I don't think I would have even, I wouldn't have stopped to wait for those two.
Oh,
for
you
the
mean
other,
the two in the car?
Oh, the other
Yeah.
two? No, their conversation was probably an extra 45 seconds. So if you didn't wait for them, they don't have access to the place.
No, I wouldn't have waited.
Cool. So Shane, as you get to walk over, you realize that the front entrance to the apartment is empty.
Cool.
And when you turn around, Karen's just leaning against the car with the doors locked, just standing there.
He sits down on the porch or the steps to the door. Am I not clean enough for you?
She licking you?
She's cleaning the shit out of my arm.
Aw.
And now she put her tiny little head on my arm.
Oh, this is such a distracted night tonight. I love it.
Sam, you get to David's door. Jesse is very close behind. He's
As soon as I get there, I just kind of start knocking. I'll even try the doorknob and just see if it's unlocked.
The door is not unlocked because David is a professional, and there's just a moment where
He's smart.
and then he pulls it open, and he stands there looking as David often does, handsome and aloof.
Totally.
What?
As he opens the door, I will like just kind of push into him. Not necessarily like trying to push him over, just trying to push into the apartment.
Sure, he relents pretty quickly, in kind of that shocked kind of like thing. And he's like, immediately, he's like, "Is everything okay?"
No, everything is not okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't think this through before I did this, and I don't want to know what's going to happen, but we're going to have to go through with it anyways because that is how life fucking works. And this stupid ass town.
So David's just standing there next to the open door, kind of just looking at you.
Sam is going to like pace completely past him and just like into his living room and kind of like walk laps around the coffee table.
Yeah. Jesse, do you walk to the door?
Yeah. Yeah, well, kind of like a touch out of breath from trying to catch up.
Yeah. Does Jesse smoke?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. You're pretty out of breath.
Compulsively.
Yeah. Sam
Yeah.
is young and fit. You are old and you fit into a certain shape. It might be close to a circle, but you do catch up. And David hears you as you approach and turns. When he sees you, he kind of just like, I don't want to say like he looks upset, but he's kind of just like, this guy kind of crosses
Well, our
his
last
face.
interaction wasn't good.
Yeah.
As I'm approaching, like, just get in the fucking apartment.
He looks at you and says, "Don't talk to me like that." Like, that's what he says. He's like, first off, if you're going to come in here, you don't talk to me like that. It's my place. I don't give a fuck who you are or who you think you are. That's step number one. Okay, buddy? I need to hear it. Okay, buddy?
All right, buddy. Please enter your apartment.
He steps to the side and very sarcastically goes with the same type of acid you dip your quill in so often. He says, "After you."
Yeah, after me, of course. Yeah, I'll get in there.
Sure. And he closes the door. And he watches... so Sam's pacing. What do you do, Jesse?
I think I'm just gonna, like, kind of... he's got windows. I'm gonna scope those out first, I think. Like, look out and be like, Andrew? Fake Andrew? Spider Andrew?
So
I'm
he's
not saying
about,
that out
he's
loud.
about 6 stories up. So it's a
Yeah.
lot harder to see the detail from this high up.
This
It's not like Sam's.
motherfucker's so rich, he must have a telescope.
He does not have a telescope. Unlike
God
Sam's
damn.
apartment, which was 2 stories up off the ground, his is a
Yeah.
lot higher.
Well, I'm still gonna look for.
Or was it 4 stories? Was it set? I don't remember.
Oh, his is only 3. Or
3?
at least his room number is 303.
Cool. It's third
That's
story then. Third story then,
ridiculous.
so it's not as bad. Sam would know this.
It's just
Sam
the
would
one
know.
stupid thing I remember. I don't know why.
Nah, it's
303.
It's good. So it's only 3rd story, so you're able to actually see the street pretty well from this. Ignore everything I said earlier. My players remember better than I do. You guys then also remember that you also realize pretty quick, and I don't know if it matters to you guys, it probably doesn't because that's just how you are, but Karen and Shane are not with you guys.
Yeah, when
yeah.
Sam realizes that, she's gonna turn to Jesse and just say, "Where the fuck are the other 2? Did you fucking leave them outside?"
No, you ran in here. You led us to David's, and then you ran in here. What kind of fucking plan was this?
Okay, look, this is the one person I know for sure in this whole stupid place that we're in that is 100% not a fucking crazy
Yeah, no
fighter.
shit. It's you and him. It's you and him, right? Just you two.
Yeah, basically. And I'm, fairly convinced that you are, because, you're yelling at me right now like an asshole.
What
but
fucking deal did you make?
As this conversation is happening, David walks to the fridge, opens it up, and gets a drink.
I love that he's just chill with this bullshit.
He's not. Yeah, chill's not the right word. He's exasperated. Yeah.
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 I just say the word look, and then I'm gonna. Look, can you just fucking get them? Call them. You've got their phone number, right? They must have phones. Did you come through with phones? If you actually pause, I don't know if you actually pause like that.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Completely disregard anything you have to say to me now and go to the door as if I'm going to go get them.
Yeah, I'll just let you go for now.
Cool. Yeah, I will go downstairs, swing open the door rather violently because I'm now like a weird combination of upset, and like ask them to both come in.
How close is my back to the door?
It's about 5 feet.
Oh, okay, all right, we're fine.
Yeah. It's like a
Yeah,
little
I'll swing open the door.
Plant her on
Just
one
see you
side.
coming. Are you coming?
Yeah, stands up. Heads in.
Yeah, and Karen just saunters over, follows him upstairs.
While Sam's gone, I'm gonna try and talk to David.
David's just has his two hands on the counter, kind of just looking down. He's kind of just tapping his fingers on there, and he's just silently shaking his head as if he's thinking to himself.
I'm just gonna go and kind of like, is the counter against the wall, or can I?
No, it's an open. It's open, so you can stand on the other side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on the other side and just kind of like mime his actions and be like, David.
Yes.
Sam brought us here to save you.
Save me from what?
I'm not quite sure. But you're not home. Yeah, I'm going to try and do a persuade. Oh my god, no, I fail hard. 87.
He, however, seems to be kind of, when you say that, he kind of just like, he takes a moment where he looks at you in absolute disbelief. And then you see his face kind of like, he looks away, but not like just like down. And then it's like as if he's mulling something over. So, who's she getting? How many drinks do I need to make, assuming you guys want something to drink?
She's getting Nathan and Karen, so 2.
Oh, Nathan. All right.
Shane
cool.
and Karen.
Oh, shit. Shane, sorry.
2.
Fuck, I don't want to be in this nightmare world.
Yeah, really.
All right, Jesse, what can I get you? What's your drink?
Water's fine right now, thank you.
Would you like lime in it? He says, turning to his fridge.
No, just tap water's fine.
He pulls out a water filter and pours it in a glass and puts it on the counter ahead of you.
That's fine. Britta's good too.
For ambiance as well, there's also like a really big fish tank in this apartment, like with tropical fish.
Ooh.
Yeah, from the fish tank, please.
Yeah, I would like salt water, please, from the fish tank. That would be great, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
He stays in the kitchen. It's dark there. The only light coming into the house is from the window of the setting sun, so an orange glow washes over the place. His place is impeccably clean, with a lot of dark toned furniture and a modernist design, as well as a colorful fish tank providing the majority, if only, color in the place.
The majority of the ambiance.
Ambiance.
Fuck, man.
At this point, the others come upstairs.
Yeah.
Sam will kind of head straight for David wherever he happens
He's in the
to be.
kitchen still. What do Karen
Yeah.
and Shane do?
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, Karen will kind of saunter in and just like pick a perch, maybe like the back of the couch, kind of like to lean against, so that she's engaged but not directly nearby.
Involved.
She's watching. She's reserved.
David.
Kind of pissed at the whole situation.
Why don't you describe David to them, because he's your character's, just his general appearance.
He looks like a brown-haired, blue-eyed TV doctor, essentially.
Oh, he's hot, man.
He's very good looking,
He's
and
very
he has
fit.
he has the
Brown-haired,
god complex to
blue-eyed?
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, brown-haired, blue-eyed.
He looks
Is
at
he
you two.
Housed or Wilson?
No, he's McDreamy.
He's
Now-
definitely McDreamy.
I was-
There you
yeah,
go.
I was gonna
Wilson
say
had blonde hair.
If there's like a young hot doctor, it's that Dr. Mike guy on YouTube. That's what David kind of looks like, but with pictured more kind of
that's fair.
more kind of McDreamy hair.
Someone say
Yeah, there you go.
Julie,
I'm
just,
here.
Julie just came in and said,
Give me that money. Give me that money. Give me that money.
"This is
What's up,
gonna be
Julie?
this is gonna be
Ooh.
the weirdest
Ooh, yeah, Dr.
YouTube
Mike is
video.
hot.
This is the weirdest YouTube video.
Why?
Just this, I love it. All right, I'm gonna keep role playing. Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Bye, sorry.
He looks at Karen and Shane with this kind of exasperated look on his face. The kind of when you're the host, but you don't want to be the host. And he says, "Do you guys need anything to drink?"
I return an exasperated look back at him.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to be here. Coke Zero?
He does have Coke Zero.
Ooh.
Karen just says, I'm fine, thank you. And Sam will kind of like talk over everything David is doing and once he is done speaking.
Yeah, he throws one to you, Shane, assuming you can catch it.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you were able to.
Do you do it? Should I make a roll?
Nah, you're fine. Actually, yeah,
Do a
fine.
catch
Let's do it.
check?
Give me a dexterity check.
Just see if you end up with Coke Zero all over the house. Come on, fail! Fail!
Oh, that's a 78 for a 40 of a success.
It bounces and then lands awkwardly on the floor, bounces off the couch cushion, hits the floor.
That
I
is
pick
a
it up
shook
and
up
then like
can.
uncomfortably walk over to the sink and start like tapping the top of it,
As they're talking, yeah.
even though I know that doesn't work.
David, look at me, please. Please, David, just look at me for a second. I need to explain this to you, and I need you to make eye contact with me because I need you to believe me.
He looks at you.
Do you remember when you were going to be transferred to St. Meredith's,
Yes.
and then you weren't?
Well, I am. I'm currently working at St. Meredith's.
Okay, but yeah.
I had my first shift there yesterday evening.
Fuck!
Yeah. So...
I'm
Do you have
going.
any,
Sam
do
is
you have any paper towels?
yeah, he
Sam is going
points
to
to the
process
little...
that as him just actually being involved in the conversation and forgetting that he has no idea what the fuck is happening right now. She's not going to respond, but that is her train of thought. Look, David, I made a deal, and this isn't reality. I know that this sounds crazy. I know it does. And I know that I have not seemed like the most sane person recently, but I promise that this is 100% the truth. And I just want to fix what I have done and make sure you are safe. This whole time I have just been trying to make sure that you didn't get wrapped up in everything I was doing. And I am so sorry that you have.
I'm on my knees, like, wiping up Coke, and I'm like, she's telling the truth.
David takes a moment, stopping at everybody. After Shane says that, he looks at him. He looks towards Karen at the window.
Karen just nods.
Then
She still looks angry, but she nods.
He looks to Jesse.
Jesse's gonna be like, the road to hell is paved with the best intentions.
I don't know what you all expect me to say to this.
Nothing. I expect you to
We-
get into a fucking car while we find
Jesse.
Andrew Kingston. What?
Jesse, stop with the aggressive, okay? Look, you've got a problem with me. That's fine. David is not a part of this. As much as I am
Sorry, where's
trying
your
to make him
garbage
not a
can?
part of this.
He points behind, the next to the fridge.
Cool.
We don't expect you to say anything, David. We just want you to come with us. We want you to be hopefully able to go back to your normal life. I didn't think that you would end up in St. Meredith's here. I thought that you would be safe. I mean,
there's
wrong.
nothing inherently dangerous about St. Meredith's. It's the hospital's not as nice. The standards aren't as good, but it's fine.
Kind of starts like tears start rolling down her cheeks. She's not like actively crying, but she's just kind of like the give up crying where your eyes just leak. And she just kind of like nods like, yeah, sure, you're right. Whatever you say. Yep. And Karen is going to kind of stand up from the couch and just say, well, are you going to come with us or not? Because we probably should be going.
This is the thing, right? Like, where are you guys going? What is this urgency? Like, what's happening? Like,
Did you ever meet Mr. Kingston?
I don't know who that is.
Raynor, did he have another name? Would this guy know him? Do you know?
Would this guy? What's this guy?
David. Would David know?
It's the guy David. Would David know Andrew Kingston? Fucking Matt Turtenwald? Fucking Alexander the Great? Whatever the fuck he calls himself.
Sorry, would you
Yes.
mind if I grabbed another Coke from the fridge?
Go for it.
Cool, thanks.
That is what I'm asking.
I don't know. David, would you? Do you know Matt Turtenwald?
No.
Look, there are some things that are not going to be explainable. But the bit that matters is that if you would like to continue in this particular reality, which you seem to not have any immediate danger, if I'm being honest to you personally, you can. There's nothing wrong with you being here. But if you would like to go back to something that the rest of us know as reality, then you should probably come with us.
He looks at Jesse again.
What about Jesse?
He's just looking at you at that after what Karen said. Then he looks at Sam. He doesn't really look at Shane. Shane's not saying much. Shane's just drinking some Coke.
Sam just continues to look back as her face is kind of leaking.
I'll just I'll be David, Sammy's put all our lives at risk to come save you because she won't leave without you. So, to save her, I have to save you. So I'll drag you out by the roots of your fucking hair if I have to.
Raynor. David, if you really don't want to come, I won't force you. If you don't believe us, that's fine, I guess. Karen's right, you're not really in danger here. I guess. But I'd like for you to come if you want.
David pauses and he has a very good poker face. Mm-hmm. He has a very good poker face. So you can't really tell what he's thinking. Does anyone want to do you guys want to make psychoanalysis checks?
Yeah.
Or psychology checks?
Yeah. I sure do.
Sure.
Probably psychoanalysis for him.
Ooh, 1%.
Yes, Sam
Psychology, I'd be down to
fails.
try that.
Sam can have an advantage because she's dated him.
Okay, Karen succeeds,
Nice job, Karen.
and Sam succeeds on her second one.
Cool. And what did you get, Jesse? You failed?
Yeah, 24.
Both
Pretty
of them
good.
got their extreme.
Would have beat my
titles.
heart on psychology.
Nah, no. You guys, both Karen and Sam, can tell that he is hiding something. And with that, we're going to take a break for YouTube.